All right, hello everybody. Today I am going to be going over something that I just recently purchased for the truck for an up north Michigan trip. We have some property up north that is kind of out of any real suburban areas. It's kind of in the sticks, and there's a lot of times where we don't have good cell service and or we don't have service at all. So this video is going to be about the weBoost cell phone booster. I know there's a lot of comments online, and some of these boosters get a bad rap. I think it's because people don't understand that it's not going to just make a signal appear out of thin air. You have to have a light signal or some sort of signal for it to ping off of. There are a couple of different model of weBoost cell phone booster. I will put links in the description below. Those are all affiliate links. There's the Drive Reach, which is just kind of like your standard low profile signal booster. It comes with like a magnetic fin, almost like that. There's the Drive Reach Overland, which has a movable like pivot arm, so you can put the antenna down when you're not using it, and then you can rotate it up when you're using it. And then we have the Drive OTR, which is designed for semi trucks, and that's actually the one I bought for this truck specifically. If I want to get the Overland mount, I can just buy that separately. But the reason I went with the Drive OTR was because it comes with a longer antenna mast and a longer cord. So starting off on the actual unit itself, it's going to be right here. This is the standard unit size. I believe this comes with a 18-inch mast, and then with the OTR one, it comes with a mast extension, and then it comes with this mount, which is designed to go over like the semi truck's mirrors on the side of the truck. I did buy this pool noodle. It comes with this bendable spring mount as well. I bought this tool noodle because of where I placed it in my truck bed. It is pretty nice to have this noodle on there too, because it does protect against impacts. So if I am driving and the tailgate is up and it hits, the spring will actually let it spring. And then you have the cushion from the pool noodle as well. Right now, I just have it temporarily ran. I am going to run it through the tie down points, and then I'm probably going to drill a hole through the bed because there are some vents back in here that open to equalize the pressure when you open the door. So right now I have the cord ran up through the power sliding rear window. Then we have the amplifier right here. So your signal in from the outside antenna will come in here. We have your reception antenna right here, and then we have your 12 volt power right here. Now, unfortunately, I do have the RAM in this case, so there is no 12 volt back here. I have a 115 volt 400 watt power outlet. I do also have a cord that will plug into here, but these are only on when the vehicle is on. When you use the 12 volt outlet, it is powered when the vehicle is off. So unfortunately right now I do have to kind of snake this up on the side up to the 12 volt outlet above the touchscreen display. Now once this is all fully installed where it's going to be, I am going to actually take the receiver and tuck it in right underneath here so it's out of sight, out of mind. Then I'll run both the signal wire and the power wire underneath the seats, underneath the floor mat. Maybe I'll get the signal wire in the center console, or maybe I'll just leave it where it's at. Right now, it is currently right here on the passenger side, and it does boost the signal pretty well. The closer you are to the interior antenna, the better. So if you have the antenna pretty much on the back of your device, you will get maximum performance. That's why I'm thinking of maybe even putting it right up here, so that way once my cell phone's just sitting here, it'll get good reception. Now, the reason I have the antenna all the way in the back and not right up here mounted is because of what I said previously. A lot of people don't understand how this works. So With this interior antenna and the exterior antenna, if they are too close in proximity, you'll create a positive feedback loop where essentially that signal will bounce off of that signal, bounce off that signal, bounce off that signal, and it'll just feed itself no signal. Now, you need to have some sort of signal for this to work, like I said. However, in my case, typically when we go up to this property, once you get off the freeway, maybe about a mile or two off the freeway, you completely lose all cell service. With this setup, and because of the height of the antenna, which also does play a role, I was able to keep 1 or 2 bars. And then once we got onto the 2-track, there was only one area for about 2 or 3 minutes where we actually lost service. So if it detects a faint signal, it will boost it. If there is no signal and your phone goes into SOS mode, then you're kind of out of luck. Coming back home, once we were on the freeway, I did see on the Apple CarPlay on the touchscreen that I did receive 5G UW, which upon looking that up, it's like ultra wide. So it's like some of the fastest cell service you can get, when typically I would just get regular 5G. So for me, this definitely works. I like that it's far away. They recommend about 8 feet minimum from the front receiver to the back antenna, or the front antenna to the back antenna. So if I were to put it right here, even sticking up, I'd be at like 8, maybe 9 feet from where it's currently located in the front. I just didn't want to risk it. So I moved it back even 6 feet more. And then what I did was I went to Amazon and got this keeper bar. Again, I'll put a link in the description for this too. So that way I can actually just take this whole setup out. So what I can do is if I need to go haul some stuff, I can just undo this ratchet right here, take this out, pull the cord, and then put it in the truck itself. Or right now, if I need to put the tonneau cover down, I can put it down like this. I can raise this bar up a little bit so this can lay flat, and then I'm good to go. But putting it up is real easy. And again, I have the pool noodle on there just to keep it kind of a little bit more protected. But I was very, very pleasantly surprised. My download speed without the weBoost was, I think, 11 or 12 megabits a second when I got a faint signal. And then once I turned the cell booster on, it went to like 33 or 34. So let's just say it almost tripled what I was getting in terms of download speed. So I would highly, highly recommend one of these if you do travel to areas where the service is spotty. If you're an overlander, you can go with the overland kit. The only reason, again, I went with the ORV kit was because of the longer antenna and the longer cord. So if I would have had the regular overland one, I think my cord is like 5 feet less, so I wouldn't have been able to put it in the bed of the truck, and I would have had to put it closer. But if you are getting one, just go in knowing that it will work as long as you have some sort of signal. Again, there's 3 different models you can choose from. The sleek one, which is just the drive reach, the overland, and the OTR. I haven't seen any on any of these heavy duty newer trucks yet. So I think right now this is one of the first ones. I see a lot of the guys that have the headache racks will actually just attach them to the top of the headache rack and then have the mast go all the way up. So it does give them more than 8 feet of distance between the front receiver and the rear receiver. And then again, they make them for whole house ones. If you have a house kind of in a dead zone or an area where you don't get really good cell reception, those masts are like 20 feet tall, 25 feet tall, and then they make one specifically for RVs as well. So the height of the antenna definitely can make or break as well. Right now, if I just keep it like this, I only really have about maybe 2.5 feet above the truck bed to where it can get signal. If I raise these up all the way, I give myself another 18 inches. So I could have possible 4 feet, maybe even 5 feet more of antenna. Plus the truck is lifted, so it does help with getting over treetops sometimes or brush, depending on where you're at. But I would definitely rate this a 9 out of 10. I wish there was more mounting options from weBoost, but that's just not really the case. But I definitely recommend this. This was paid for with my own money. It was not sponsored. But like I said, I will be putting all of the affiliate links for all the products used in the description below. Those do greatly help out the channel at no added cost to you. So try it out. Let me know in the comment section below if you got one, how you like it. If you want to keep up to date on the truck build, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and also check out all the affiliate links in the description below. Like always, thanks for watching and have a great day.